So Muhammad, he made himself the center of the universe, and he became the beauty queen. When you read the verse, this is chapter 33, verse number 56. If you remember, in the funny debate between Mimi Hijab and David Wood, Mimi Hijab, he says, this is why it says Allah, he prayed for, not to, as if it make a difference.
That Allah yusalli ala nabi, and he's here saying that he prays to the Prophet. There's a difference between yusalli lahu and yusalli ala in the Arabic language. And that's why the translators put for, not to the Prophet. You don't know what the words in Arabic mean, don't.
According to Mr. Hijab, what did I say?
And he's here saying that he prays to the Prophet.
What did I actually say multiple times?
Surely Allah and His angels pray for the Prophet. Allah and His angels pray for the Prophet.
What's the correct translation?
And that's why the translators put for, not to the Prophet.
So Allah prays for Muhammad is the correct translation?
For, not to the Prophet.
And what did I say was the correct translation?
Surely Allah and His angels pray for the Prophet.
So here the Muslim, they add things in the Quran between two brackets. It's not there. It says Allah, he not send salat, he do salat. This is why I say to you, Muslims' translation is a chain of fabrication. They are fabricators. Allah, he prays on Muhammad. Between two brackets, he sent his grace, his honor, blessing, mercy, etc. Hold on. And also the angels. And now they are adding, they ask Allah. You see how stupid this verse? If the Allah, he prays Allah, Allah already, he sent the blessing. Why they are asking Allah? Imagine you are a warehouse of a blessing. And the warehouse of Allah, he sent all his blessing to Muhammad. Then there's angels, they take the phone call. Allah, please Allah, send more blessing to Muhammad. Allah, please Allah, send more blessing. Allah, okay, I just send more Allah, send more. There's more and less. If you are blessed, you are blessed. Is that by kilo? This is actually an insult to God. Because if God, he blessed you, there's no extra blessing and there's no less blessing, you're blessed. So when they changed the word prayer to blessing, they gave Allah a big, big screw. The verse in Arabic, it says, إِنَّ اللَّهَ وَمَلَائِكَتَهُ يُصَلُّونَ عَلَى النَّبِيِّ يَا أَيُّهَا الَّذِينَ آمَنُوا صَلُّوا عَلَيْهِ وَسَلِّمُوا تَسْلِيمًا. Allah and his angels are praying on the Prophet. Oh, who you believe, pray on him and salute him. Who is left? So Muhammad became the center of the universe, and there's a circle around him. This is Muhammad in the middle. Allah is here, praying on Muhammad. The angel here, praying on Muhammad. The human are here, praying on Muhammad. Everybody in the world busy shooting arrows of prayer at Muhammad. Is that a religion, really? Is that really a religion of God? Who is God here? Muhammad. The whole world busy doing one thing. The believers, the angels, the God, all of them, they are sending a prayer to Muhammad. So who is God? Muhammad is God in Islam. This is demonic, satanic, pagan, mushrikeen cult. They associate Muhammad with, you see, Muhammad, he used God as a key to control. And then he placed himself higher than God. He claimed that he is a servant of God, but in the same time, he gave himself the authority over God himself. The Muslims, even they say that Allah and his messengers knows best. Who knows best? Allah and his messenger. But that's mean Muhammad, he have equal knowledge to Allah. If Allah is God, Allah knows best. Best means there's no higher. That's it. But this cult keeps saying that Allah and his messengers knows best. And if we see how Muhammad he knew best, you would die laughing. Muhammad, he asked his friend who was sitting behind him. He said to him, Abu Dhar, the father of the ants, he said, I was sitting behind the messenger of Allah. SAWS, it's a short video, radio thing. Who was riding a donkey while the sun was setting. He asked, do you know where this set? This is the question. The question is simple. Do you know where this set? I replied, Allah and his apostles know best. Shouldn't Muhammad say, shame on you to say so? Allah knows best only, and what I have is little. The word best now is for both. In the Quran it says Allah is the best of the creators. This is even worse, because now we have two who knows best. And we are talking about what? We are talking about something humans do not really know at that time, where the sun goes. At least for the Arab. So he said, it's set in a spring of boiling water, not warm, boiling, hamiyah. Hamiyah in Arabic mean very hot. The same word is used for describing hell in the Quran, hamiyah. So they do not know who is their God. They do not know who they are worshipping. They have a big mouth speaking about how amazing this God, but the second you ask them, who is this God, they will collapse. Who is Allah? Even his name, they get it wrong. His name is not Allah. His name is Lah. Al is a word meaning God. Lah is the name of the God. And if you search who is Lah, you will see Lah is the moon God. This God, he claimed that there is a 12 moons. He have a 12 moons. Where in Muhammad he got this from? This is from the previous religions, pagan religion. This is chapter 36, verse number 39. And if you read those verses, actually, you will die laughing. It says here, and the sun runs to its fixed course. The sun runs to its fixed course. You go to the hadith, you will find that the course of the sun is under the throne of Allah. Every night the sun go and sleep there. Read and laugh. Muhammad now, he proved to us again that he must be true prophet of God, and his God is true God. Why? Because now he understands how the sun move. How the sun move every day, go from the east to the west, and then go and take a nap until the morning, enter the throne of Allah. And then, by the morning, the sun will ask Allah for permission to rise again. You might say, it doesn't say that, CP. It says in the front of your eyes. Those foolish Abdul who keep saying, it doesn't say that, CP. It's in the front of you. Do you know where the sun goes? Between two brackets, at the time of the sunset. I replied, Allah and his apostle know better. Here we go. They are mushrikeen, associating the name of God with the name of a man. He said it goes, i.e. travel. Ooh, that's deep. Till it prostrate itself underneath the throne of Allah. Under the throne of Allah. And take permission to rise again. So now we solve the mystery about where the sun goes every day. I was already worried. Maybe she is sleeping around. Maybe she is cheating. Maybe she is going to Tesla to add more electronic parts or recharging the battery. It turned to be, I was wrong. The sun is a decent sun. She goes every day and she sleeps like a cat under the chair of Allah. We knew where the sun goes every day. Those Christians, they cannot lie about it no more. Kuffar, brother, kuffar, they eat pork. You drink camel urine. What the Quran says, my friend, this is the Quran. This is the Quran. Are you ignorant? The sun runs into a fixed course. Chapter 36, verse number 38. Muhammad here is explaining the Quran. This is interpretation for the Quran by Muhammad himself. So the Muslim now, they cannot say to us, oh, this is Ibn Kathir, oh, this is etc. Oh, this is... No, this is Muhammad himself explained. This is Sahih Bukhari, the most authentic.